Think a 200,000-mile engine is just luck of the draw or reserved for Toyotas and Hondas. Think again. I've seen neglected Corollas die at 60,000 miles while unreliable German sedans hit a quarter-million. The difference isn't just the badge on the hood, it's the owner's habits. Today I'm stripping away the myths and showing you the 19 car care mistakes that effectively execute your vehicle before it even hits 70,000 miles. Pay absolute attention to tip 1. It is the exact maintenance philosophy I use to keep my personal fleet running like they just rolled off the showroom floor. Mistake 19. Letting your car idle for too long. We've all seen it, the neighbor who starts their car in the winter and lets it sit for 15 minutes while they finish their coffee. They think they're being kind to the engine. In reality, they are slowly killing it. This habit is a relic of the carburetor era. Modern fuel-injected engines are smarter, but idling actually works against them. When an engine idles cold, the fuel-to-air ratio is rich. That excess gasoline doesn't fully ignite. Instead, it washes down the cylinder wall, stripping away the critical oil film that protects your pistons. This leads to fuel dilution, thinning your oil and accelerating wear. Plus, your engine takes longer to reach operating temperature at idle, which encourages carbon buildup on your valves. My advice: give it 60 seconds to let the oil circulate, then drive away gently. Your engine warms up 4 times faster under a light load than it does sitting in your driveway. Mistake 18. Ignoring the parking brake. If you think park is a heavy-duty mechanical lock, you're in for an expensive surprise. Inside your transmission sits a tiny metal hook called a parking pawl. When you park on an incline without the emergency brake, the entire 4,000-pound weight of your car is resting on a piece of metal about the size of your thumb. Over time, this stresses the pawl and the transmission linkage. If that pawl shears off, your car is going for a ride without you. Always engage the parking brake before you shift into park. Let the brake shoes hold the weight, not your expensive gears. Mistake 17. Driving through flooded roads. Water is the one thing your engine cannot swallow. Air compresses, water does not. If your intake gulps down even a cup of water, you face hydrolock. The pistons try to compress the water, but since water won't budge, the connecting rods snap like toothpicks. Beyond the engine, modern cars are rolling computers. Flooding your floorboards can fry the body control module or corrode your wiring harness, leading to electrical ghosts that no mechanic can ever truly fix. If you can't see the pavement through the water, turn around. It's better to be late than to be looking for a new car. Mistake 16. Overloading your vehicle beyond its limit. People treat their crossovers like freight trucks, but every vehicle has a payload capacity printed on the driver's side door jamb. Exceeding this doesn't just make the car sag, it changes the suspension geometry. Your shocks bottom out, your tires overheat from the sidewall stress, and your transmission fluid temperatures skyrocket as the torque converter struggles to move the extra mass. If you're hauling half a ton of landscaping rocks in a sedan, you're trading a $50 delivery fee for a $3,000 transmission rebuild. Mistake 15. Skipping undercar cleaning. If you live in the salt belt, your car is being eaten from the inside out. Road salt is hygroscopic, meaning it attracts moisture and holds it against your metal brake lines, fuel lines, and frame. Most people wash the paint but leave the guts of the car salty. Use an undercarriage attachment or a high-pressure wand to flush out those crevices. Rust doesn't sleep, and once it takes hold of your subframe, your car is effectively a total loss, no matter how well the engine runs. Mistake 14. Driving with worn-out spark plugs. Spark plugs are the heartbeat of your combustion. When they wear out, the gap widens, forcing your ignition coils to work twice as hard to jump the spark. This eventually fries your expensive coils. Worse, lazy sparks lead to incomplete combustion, sending raw fuel into your catalytic converter. Replacing a set of plugs is cheap. Replacing a melted catalytic converter can cost more than the car is worth. Mistake 13. Ignoring wheel alignment issues. Does your car drift toward the shoulder when you let go of the wheel? That's not just a nuisance, it's a tire killer. Misalignment means your tires are essentially scrubbing sideways as you drive forward. This creates excessive heat and uneven wear. If your alignment is off by just a fraction of an inch, it's like dragging your tires sideways for 100 miles every day. Get it checked every time you buy new tires or hit a major pothole. Mistake 12. Using the wrong oil viscosity. In the old days, thick oil was the cure-all. Today, it's a death sentence. Modern engines have oil passages as thin as a human hair. If your car calls for 0W20 and you put in 10W40, that oil won't reach the upper valve train fast enough during a cold start. You're essentially running the top of your engine dry for the first 30 seconds of every drive. Always stick to the weight printed on your oil cap. Mistake 11. Running your fuel tank near empty all the time. The E-light isn't a challenge, it's a warning for your wallet. Your fuel pump is submerged in gasoline for a reason. The fuel acts as a coolant. When you run the tank low, the pump is exposed to air, causing it to overheat. Do this enough and the pump motor will burn out. Since most modern pumps are located inside the tank, you're looking at a massive labor bill to drop the tank and replace it. Keep it above a quarter tank to keep that pump swimming and cool. Mistake 10. Slamming into reverse before fully stopping. The California stop in a parking lot, where you shift from drive to reverse while still rolling forward, is a brutal shock to your transmission's internal clutches and bands. You are asking a fluid-driven system to instantly reverse the momentum of a 2-ton object. It's a great way to shave the life off your transmission. Wait that extra half-second to hit 0 mph before moving the lever. Mistake 9. Using low-octane fuel when premium is required. If your manual says premium required, it's because the engine is high compression or turbocharged. Lower octane fuel ignites too early under pressure, causing pre-ignition or knock. While modern knock sensors will retard the timing to save the engine, you'll lose power and fuel economy. Over months and years, that slight pinging causes micro cracks in your pistons. If you can afford the car, you can afford the fuel. Mistake 8. Lugging the engine. For my manual and paddle shift drivers, lugging is when you're in too high a gear for your speed, e.g. 5th gear at 20 mph, you floor it, the engine groans, but you don't downshift. This puts immense pressure on the rod bearings and creates massive heat in the combustion chamber. It's far better to keep the RPMs in the sweet spot than to force the engine to struggle at the bottom of the tachometer. Mistake 7. Ignoring brake problems. Brakes never fix themselves. That squeal is the wear indicator telling you the pads are almost gone. If you wait until you hear a grinding metal-on-metal sound, you've just turned a $150 pad swap into $600 rotor and caliper replacement. Even worse, old brake fluid absorbs water over time, which can corrode your ABS pump from the inside. Flush that fluid every 2 to 3 years. Mistake 6. Constant hard acceleration. Every time you floor it from a red light, you're subjecting every drivetrain component to its maximum stress limit. Your engine mounts flex, your CV axles twist, and your transmission clutches take the brunt of the heat. I love a fast car as much as anyone, but save the hero pulls for the track. Smooth, linear acceleration is the secret to a long-lived gearbox. Mistake 5. Skipping transmission fluid changes. Lifetime fluid is the biggest lie in the automotive industry. No oil lasts forever. By 60,000 miles, transmission fluid has been heat-cycled thousands of times and is full of microscopic metal shavings from normal wear. If you never change it, that sludge eventually clogs the valve body. Change your fluid every 40,000 to 60,000 miles if you want that transmission to actually last the lifetime of the car. Mistake 4. Ignoring engine warning lights. A check engine light isn't always a catastrophe, but it's always a clue. A simple $30 oxygen sensor failure can cause your engine to run rich, which eventually clogs your $1,200 catalytic converter. Think of the dashboard lights as your car's way of asking for a doctor. Scan the code immediately. Knowledge is power, and it's usually cheaper than the alternative. Mistake 3. Driving with low or dirty engine oil. Oil is the only thing keeping your engine from becoming a solid block of fused metal. As oil ages, its additives break down and it loses its sheer stability. It stops being a lubricant and starts becoming a grinding paste. Check your dipstick at every other fill-up. If you're a quart low, your remaining oil has to work twice as hard and gets twice as hot. Mistake 2. Overheating the engine. If your temperature needle ever moves past the middle, pull over immediately. An engine can survive a lot of things, but it cannot survive a melted head gasket or a warped cylinder head. Running an overheating engine for even 2 minutes can result in a total engine failure. Keep your coolant fresh and your hoses inspected. It's the cheapest insurance you can buy. Mistake 1. Skipping regular maintenance intervals. This is the immortal engine secret. I don't follow the minimum maintenance listed in the manual. I follow a proactive schedule. I keep a detailed logbook of every fluid, filter, and bolt I touch. By staying ahead of the wear, you catch the $10 problems before they become $1,000 disasters. My personal routine: oil every 5,000 miles regardless of what the monitor says, tire rotations every 6,000, and a full top-to-bottom inspection every spring. If you treat your car like a precision machine, it will reward you with 200,000 miles of loyalty. What's the highest mileage you've ever seen on a car? Let me know in the comments. I respond to as many as I can. And if you're serious about your car's health, check out my deep dive on diesel-specific killers in the video below. See you in the next one.